Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to tell you about the top 10 most dangerous places on Earth that are shocking and terrifying. These are the places where you should never go unless you want to risk your life. Let's begin. Number 10. Death Valley, USA. Death Valley is a desert valley in eastern California, in the northern Mojave Desert, bordering the Great Basin Desert. It is thought to be the hottest place on Earth during summer. Death Valley is home to the Timbisha tribe of Native Americans, formerly known as the Panamint-Shoshone, who have inhabited the valley for at least the past millennium. Death Valley's Badwater Basin is the point of lowest elevation in North America at 282 feet, 86 meters, below sea level. It is 84.6 miles, 136.2 kilometers, east-southeast of Mount Whitney, the highest point in the contiguous United States, with an elevation of 14,505 feet, 4,421 meters. On the afternoon of July 10, 1913, the United States Weather Bureau recorded a high temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 degrees Celsius at Furnace Creek in Death Valley, which stands as the highest ambient air temperature ever recorded on the surface of the Earth. Death Valley is a land of extremes, where towering peaks are frosted with winter snow and rare rainstorms bring vast fields of wildflowers. Number 9. Snake Island, Brazil. Snake Island, Brazil, is a small island off the coast of São Paulo that is home to thousands of venomous snakes, mainly the golden lancehead pit viper. The island is so dangerous that the Brazilian government has banned visitors from setting foot there, except for authorized researchers and the Navy. The snakes evolved to have very potent venom that can kill a bird in seconds, as they rely on migratory birds for food. The island has a lighthouse that was automated in the 1920s, after the last human inhabitants were reportedly killed by snake bites. The island's name comes from the fact that locals tried to burn the forest to clear land for a banana plantation, but failed. Number 8. Oymyakon, Russia. Oymyakon, Russia is a very dangerous place to live because of the extreme cold. The cold can cause many health problems, such as hypothermia, frostbite, respiratory infections, and cardiovascular diseases. The cold can also affect the mental well-being of the people, as they have to cope with long periods of darkness, isolation, and boredom. The cold can also make it difficult to grow food, access water, and communicate with the outside world. Therefore, living in Oymyakon requires a lot of courage, adaptation, and resilience. Number 7. Syria. The security situation in Syria is extremely dangerous due to military conflict, airstrikes, high levels of violence, terrorism, and kidnapping. The country has been caught up in serious warfare since 2011 and is currently considered one of the most dangerous destinations in the world. The U.S. Department of State has issued a Level 4 travel advisory, advising against all travel to Syria due to terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, armed conflict, and risk of unjust detention. The Australian government also advises against travel to Syria due to the dangerous security situation. It is important to note that the situation remains volatile and dangerous, especially in regions where the government does not have control. Given the ongoing conflict and the risks involved, it is strongly advised not to visit Syria. The safety of individuals cannot be guaranteed, and there is a significant risk of death or serious injury. It is always best to prioritize personal safety and well-being when considering travel plans. Number 6. Danakil Desert, Ethiopia. The Danakil Desert is located in northeast Ethiopia, southern Eritrea, and northwestern Djibouti. It is a desert that stretches across 136,956 square kilometers, 52,879 square miles of arid terrain. The area is known for its extreme heat, with daytime temperatures surpassing 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The Danakil Desert is one of the lowest and hottest places on Earth. The area is inhabited by a few Afar people who engage in salt mining. The Danakil Desert is considered to be one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. The area is known for its volcanoes and extreme heat, which can cause dehydration and heat exhaustion. The lack of water and food sources makes it difficult to survive in the area. In addition, the region has been known to experience political instability and violence. It is important to note that the Danakil Desert is not a place for casual tourism. Visitors are advised to take extreme caution and prepare adequately before visiting the area. It is recommended to travel with a reputable tour company that has experience in the region. Number 5. North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is a remote island located in the Bay of Bengal. It is home to the Sentinelese people, who are considered to be one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth. The Sentinelese have rejected most attempts by the outside world to infiltrate their tiny tropical home. The island is surrounded by a protective exclusion zone, and it has been illegal for fishermen, tourists, researchers, or other civilians to approach or land on the island since 1996. The Sentinelese people are known to be hostile towards outsiders and have attacked those who have tried to visit the island. In fact, there have been several instances where intruders were met with an angry volley of arrows. The Indian government has implemented these measures to protect the Sentinelese people and preserve their way of life. The inhabitants of North Sentinel Island live in basic structures, spearfish from dugout canoes, and wear no clothing at all. They have managed to maintain their traditional hunter-gatherer lifestyle despite living less than 20 miles away from neighboring islands where indigenous cultures have mixed with the modern world. Due to the isolation and hostility of the Sentinelese people, North Sentinel Island is considered one of the most dangerous places on Earth. It is off-limits to visitors, and India has banned its citizens from attempting to make contact with the people who live there. Number 4. North Korea. North Korea is considered a high-risk country for travelers, and some governments advise their citizens against traveling to this country. The country is known for its strict rules, and if you don't abide by them, you can be faced with imprisonment, torture, and death. The situation in North Korea is also a matter of concern. Tensions on the Korean peninsula have been rising, and the country has been testing its weapons with renewed urgency. The United States has issued a Level 4 travel advisory for North Korea, which means do not travel. It's important to note that North Korea is also known for its human rights violations. The country has been accused of committing crimes against humanity, including forced labor, torture, and extrajudicial killings. Number 3. Skeleton Coast, Namibia. The Skeleton Coast in Namibia is a place that blows away preconceived notions about what Africa should be. It's probably as close as we get to the mythical end of the earth. The coast stretches 500 kilometers between the old German colonial town of Swakopmund and the Angolan border. It is virtually uninhabited and thoroughly untamed, with a landscape dominated by high sand dunes. The Skeleton Coast takes its name from the animal bones scattered across its endless strands and the hundreds of ships that have wrecked there over the centuries. The area is known for its harsh environment, dense ocean fogs, and heavy surf on the beaches. Lions, hyenas, elephants, caracal cats, and hundreds of thousands of Cape Fur seals are among the creatures that inhabit this far shore. Humans are few and far between. The Skeleton Coast National Park is one of the most inhospitable places within the oldest desert on Earth in Namibia. The coastline has long been considered a dangerous area for naval vessels due to the persistent foggy weather and unpredictable Benguela current. Number 2. Gates of Hell, Turkmenistan. The gas crater has a diameter of 60 to 70 meters and a depth of about 30 meters, 98 feet. The early years of the crater's history are uncertain, but some local geologists claim that it collapsed in the 1960s and was set on fire in the 1980s to prevent emission of poisonous gases. Others assert that it was drilled by Soviet engineers in 1971 as an oil field but collapsed within days, forming the crater. The Gates of Hell has become a minor tourist attraction in post-Soviet Turkmenistan. A crude road without signage leads to the crater, and yurts have been set up nearby. In 2013, George Karounis became the first person to set foot at the bottom of the crater while gathering soil samples for the Extreme Microbiome Project. While it is an intriguing place to visit, it is important to note that the area around the Gates of Hell can be dangerous due to the presence of open flames and potentially toxic gases. Visitors should exercise caution and follow any safety guidelines provided by local authorities. Number 1. Madidi National Park. Bolivia. Madidi National Park is a national park in Bolivia that is considered one of the most biodiverse places on Earth. The park covers an area of 18,958 square kilometers and hosts more than 11,000 species of plants, 1,254 species of birds, 867 species of fish, and 200 species of mammals. However, the park is also one of the most dangerous places on Earth, as it is home to some of the most poisonous and deadly creatures in the world. So, these were the top 10 most dangerous places on Earth that are shocking and terrifying. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.